Alright, usually when I try to do my talking videos, I have my camera on, you can see me. But I think for this one, you know, I'm just gonna, just only have audio, no video, and I'm gonna be using my new mic. I just wrote down a little script or whatever, I guess, I don't know, for basically like what I'm trying to say, felt maybe it will help or something. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. So basically, yesterday I had a breakdown, pretty bad one. I was delivering pizzas and was pretty much losing my mind, like my whole shift. It felt like, what I'm saying. Earlier, I tried to record a poem, like earlier in the day yesterday. You know, um, I would hear me talk while I was recording, and it's like I just wouldn't be feeling it. And then that just led to me getting very frustrated because I felt that I needed to post a video. Like keep consistent, keep going. But like I also I guess I just didn't feel like posting a gaming video, the Ghost of Yote like I've been doing. So I just wanted to, try and get back to the poetry shit because, that's what I used to post those videos. I haven't done it in like over 8 months or something. I'm pretty sure that's the last time I saw. But yeah, quite honestly though, this is the second time in a row, like where I did something YouTube or video related and I practically had like a little breakdown. Like literally on my last video, I still remember while I was editing, it's like there was a certain point where it's just like, yo, I just couldn't keep editing. I literally just like had to step away and I was laying down and I was like, I was crying a little bit. It's like, bro, I don't know what was going on. I guess what it kind of stems from, like when I'm kind of thinking in my mind, it feels like I'm just doing things in life and it's like nothing changes, you know? It feels like I'm trying to build the life I want. It feels like nothing is truly working out, or at that, it just feels like it doesn't have any meaning when I do it. And then I just start questioning if I can build this life for myself that I want. Yesterday, I called someone while I was working, one of my acquaintances. I don't know if I can call her a friend. I don't know, but like one of my acquaintances, like we talk sometimes or whatever. I just basically told her how I was feeling. Like low key felt like I was trauma dumping, which I didn't like, but I just had to tell someone, I guess. And like after talking, I guess I did feel a little better, but I don't know because where I am, it feels like I can never truly express how I feel, or like I never feel like I have someone to share my stuff with, no matter how hard I try. And I also just feel like you know I feel like there was a time, in this little journey I'm on, like where I feel like I had some type of direction, some type of destination to go to. But right now, it just feels like that direction and that destination has like disappeared, and I'm just wandering. I'm just like I'm just doing this in hopes that something's at the end, but I don't even really know. But like I've already started, so it's like I kind of can't just stop. I used to like really enjoy this YouTube thing, but like I have been, I've been doing this for like a while. I feel it's been like what 2.5 years now, maybe. Like I know it's like not like a whole career in it, but it's still quite some time, and I still feel like I have like really reaped any benefits from it. Like I've yet to really see, enjoy fruits of my labor or some shit like that, And I know it's like you shouldn't just be doing things just to get something out of it. That can't be your only reason. It's not my only reason. I actually wanted to do this stuff because I'm like, I feel like this is what will bring me joy. This is what will give me some type of meaning or something. But at the same time, it gets to a certain point when like you're going to want to see like you're gonna want to see some type of results. You don't just want to be doing things blindly. Like the passion can only take you so far. Eventually, you're gonna want to like see something. Okay, like I want to like make the money. I want to like get the recognition. I want to make this. I want to do that. You know, and like it's basically for me. You can look at my shit. Like I have over 1,000 videos. Like lots of those might be shorts, but they they still count as videos. I have like over 1,000 videos on my shit, and I have yet to even make a dime on this shit. Like, I'm not even a partner on YouTube yet. I have not made any money from this. It's like I'm over here. I can have countless memories in my brain of like me doing this thing, and it's like I'm over here stressing over it, getting upset, like I'm saying, having little breakdowns or whatever. And it's like, yo, I'm doing all this shit over it, and I haven't even really gotten any benefits from it yet. So why am I even acting like this about it? Mm. And then just overall in general, I just kind of feel alone. It's like I try to talk to people, but I feel like so disconnected or disassociated from them. Like I also don't even feel like I used to be like that. I feel like it used to be a little easier for me to talk to people, like anyone, but now it just feels like anytime I talk to someone or anytime I have to go out my way to like make connections, it feels forced. It feels like I'm forcing myself to do it, and it doesn't feel natural, you know. And then also sometimes I just feel like I get the vibe that, like, what I'm saying, they don't want to talk to me or something. It's like it feels like like we're forcing conversations. It's just like, I'm over this shit. Overall, yeah, I just kind of sometimes I just feel lost and like broken. Like really in the back of my mind, I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking like, oh, is me even saying this stuff? Is this even really gonna help? Like, or am I just fucking just airing out my business for no reason? Like, but I don't know. This is gonna be kind of long. I hope we can have like captions for shit, because it's gonna be kind of long. I just had a lot of stuff to say that I wrote down, and what I'm saying. But it's like, for all I know, I can post this thing and like get no engagement, and like no one would care. Like I can get like only like 3 views or some shit, and like it won't be pushed down or anything like that. And it's just like, what, kind of just like, this didn't really do anything for me, but fuck it. It sounds depressing, I know, but like I'm just being blunt. I'm just being straight up, cause fuck it. But I saw this clip on a YouTube video. It was like some clips of fuck, of like Markiplier, and he was just like saying some stuff about, I guess, his little mental health, his shit going on, and like he said the line that really, like, I guess I feel like it fits me. He said, "I just want to be proud of myself," and I really like resonate with that. I really feel like, like sometimes I'm really just like, yo, what do I want in life? What do I even want in life? What am I doing this for? I just want to be proud of myself, because I can't even say like when like I'm over here I'm trying to do YouTube and shit. I can't even say like, oh, my goal is to be the best YouTuber, or like, sometimes I want to be like, I like to try and like write some poetry or whatever. Oh, my goal is to be the best poet, the best writer, or like whatever status there is. Like, oh, I want to be the best at that. Like, no, like, quite honestly, I just want to be able to do something and be proud of myself and be fulfilled and happy. Like, do I know exactly what that will be? No. I like taking pictures and stuff like that. I don't know exactly what it will be that's gonna make me like that, but that's all I want. Just like, just being like blunt, being completely honest with myself, I do kind of feel like I'm kind of like far from that. At least that's just how I feel. I don't feel I have done anything that I can look at and be like, I did that. Like, of course, I already made like my little milestone video, like, oh, I reached 2K. But honestly, I also just start to think like, yo, what does that mean? Like, oh, I hit 2K, and it's like, I'm just looking like, view wise, it's, I don't really like want to focus on like the analytics and shit so much, but it's like, view wise, I'm just like, it's still pretty inconsistent, like 12, 13, 30. Sometimes I still get like 5, and it's just like, so. And then, like I said, like I'm still not making no money. Like, no money has come in or anything like that. So really, the way I see it, I kind of still feel like relatively I'm in the same places where I started. Like, I feel like I'm in the same places where I started. Like, at least that's just how I feel. Because it's just like, when I started, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't have any money or anything like that. I don't have any money or anything like that. Like, I haven't made a dime from this shit. But I'll get there eventually. Here I am, like 2.5 years later. I still haven't made. I'm not even making sense. And it's like I'm looking at my, my little shit, the progress stuff on how far it's coming. It's not. It's really not even it's not there. That's all. It's like, and if that's how I feel about the thing I apparently am so passionate about, then like, what the fuck, you know? I'm over here like just feeling like the thing I'm supposed to be so passionate about, I just feel like it doesn't even really matter. And it's like, what the fuck? Sometimes I just feel like I just don't like anything, and I feel compared to how I was when I first started, I honestly just feel worse. You know, sometimes you just be thinking like, oh, I just want to give up. You know, it's like I'm just so fatigued that it's like I don't want to keep going. But the thing about me is like I know the way I am. I don't have it in me to give up. So like I'm so tired. I don't want to keep going. But at the same time, I don't have it in me to like give up or just stop or just end it here. So it's like now I'm stuck in this limbo space of just confusion and frustration and like depression, where it's just like I'm too tired to keep going, but I don't want to stop because it's like, oh, well, this is it. This is how it ends, really. And so it's like I force myself to work in hopes of something, coming out of it. But then I also start thinking, that isn't that why like I then I want to do YouTube to like escape that feeling of like you're just doing shit just to make ends meet, just to hope that you can scrape by. So I think like if it gets to the point where I'm posting just out of desperation or something like that, then what's this all for? What's the fucking goal at the end of the day? I'm basically like in the same boat as working a job I hate just to scrape by. But I don't know what else to do. So it's like I just keep on doing it. I don't know. It's maybe sometimes I feel like this. I feel this way. Maybe it could stem from something deeper than just like feeling tired of the other shit. Maybe I just don't like myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't fucking know. That could be, for all I know, that could be why I didn't want to have the camera on. I don't want the camera on me. It's like, it's just going to be dark with like words or something. I don't know. Maybe I just don't want to see myself saying these things. Like, I don't want to look at myself when I say these things because it's like I just feel like that'd be like so hard to see. Like, I don't want to look at that. In this life, I especially feel like I always flip flop between caring too much and just not caring at all. And sometimes I just don't know who I am. I can never seem to really enjoy something for what it is. Like, and that honestly hinders my ability to be able to be good at anything. Like if I can't be in the moment with something and just work freestyle with it and just have some fun with it, like let me enter the flow state, then it's like I really don't feel like I can truly be good at anything. YouTube, poetry, school, socializing with people, like sports, any of it. Like you can't, like if I'm over here actually just over here just forcing myself to try so hard, like, oh, I gotta get it, oh, I did this wrong, then it's like I can't really truly reach the potential. But at the same time, it's like I know I'm not trying to do, I don't want to try and do this. I really would love to just get back to the state of just being able to be in the flow state and just do it just because, and like things just creatively come to me, or I can just say things to people like so easily. But it's just, I don't know, it just hasn't happened. And like that just makes my head feel like 100 pounds heavier. Like, then I like, I might have a little breakdown, cry, headache, whatever, yada yada. And then when that's done, then everything seems to be all right. Like after that's done, then it's like, it's just like every single time, after you cry or whatever, after the worst of it's done, then it's like you make it through the storm or whatever. Now it's like, oh, my mind is clear. But then like I hate that the only time my mind seems to be clear and quiet is after I almost lose it. Like after I almost lose my mind, that's when it becomes the most clear. And I'm just like, yo, why can't I be like this regularly? Why do I have to go through some type of mental confuddleness, whatever, mental turmoil in order for me to like be calm and like see things clearly? So it's like the fact that like I be feeling like this after I do my little video, after I'm over here trying to like do a video or something. I don't know if that means maybe I need a break. I think that maybe I need a break. But then again, I also think like, shit, do I really deserve one? It's not like I'm like Corey or like Berlizzi, where it's like I'm already established. Already did all the work. I'm already pretty much established, so like I can afford to just take a break and come back. Whenever I want. And it's like, I'll still have like the same fans, if not more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I'm already kind of established. Like this is already my thing, so like, I can afford to take a break. Me, if I were to say, oh, I'm gonna stop for a month, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I were to say I'm gonna stop for a month or two or three or whatever, it's like, that's, I'm gonna have to like work my way back up again, because I'm definitely gonna like lose some people, because they're gonna see, oh, this guy's posting forever. What's the point of me subbing to him? And it's like, and then like if I lose people, then it's like when I come back, it's like, I'm so refreshed. I'm gonna come back and it's gonna be like, oh, I lost some people, I lost some progress. Now I have to work my way back up to it, and then it's like it's just gonna start. It's just gonna all start again, which further cements the cycle I'm talking about, and will make me feel even worse. It's like, shit, man, I can't even take a break. But that's all I can say for now. I was, I really wrote all these things down. Like I was reading off of something. This is very long. I don't even know if anyone's gonna make it to the end of this. But I was basically just reading off something because like sometime I just like lost my creative flow. And so it's like if I were trying to say what's on my mind in the moment, like right now, just say what's on my mind in the moment, then it's like the right words just wouldn't come out. Like I would say something that's just so surface level, I wouldn't be able to really express myself. So I just had to write down the stuff, when I was thinking it, and then like look at it and like read it off of it, even though I don't really like that because it doesn't seem very sincere. It's like, oh, I'm reading off of something, I'm not actually saying it, but it is still my feelings. But I will say this before I go. Like I did end up writing a poem when I was feeling all these things. Like yesterday, when I was like on my job, delivering pizzas, and like I said, I felt like I was having a breakdown after the phone call with the person or whatever. I did end up writing something, like being able to write stuff within like the next 10 minutes of my shift or something. And like I said, it's just so funny that after you have your little breakdown, after you're crying or whatever, then it's like all of a sudden your mind can clear up and you can do what you need to do. And ironically, I actually kind of feel like it's one of the best things I've written. And it pretty much relates to what I said too. I really wish I could do this without requiring to like break down, bro. Like that shit really pissed me off, because it's like whatever. But I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. I'm glad for y'all, like if those y'all who like somehow stayed. So I'm looking at my shit. It says 20 minutes, 50 seconds, like 21 minutes. So I'm like, yo, no one's gonna want to listen to that shit. But yeah, I'm gonna try and. This is something that I wrote. It's called. I named it 100-pound head, because like I said, I said, oh, my head feels like 100 pounds. I just titled that like 100-pound head. I'm trying to like have like a little flow to it too. So here we go. My head heavy, I be over this shit. I'm close to the cliff and I'm going over the tip. My top is overflow to the brim. The vice is getting bold with the winds. All in the end, my confidence is gone with the wind. I flow on this shit, go down with this shit. Can cope with my friends, I don't get to pick. I'm overly sick of my lack of focus. The present moment don't ever exist. For me, it's a miss. My doubts are amidst all the other regrets. Don't know how to fix the problems I'm with. Too often feeling unfit. I must reach the end of this trip. So that's that. Called it 100-pound head. Hope that sounds cool, and I hope it ain't fuck it up or some shit. Cause that's how I wrote it. But goddamn, yeah, this thing says 23 minutes. Oh my god, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be able to cut it down or whatever. But yeah, as of right now, bro, I accidentally stopped it. Yeah, it's actually like funny, cause like as of right now, I feel like just to help get me in the mood, what I did was like I'm in my room, lights off, it's dark as hell right now. Only thing I have is my flashlight to read my paper. Um, but yeah, I just want to say that like y'all can really understand like the vibe I'm in right now. Like not to say this is how I'm feeling, but like I guess it's like at the area I feel like I could record in just a dark room. Yeah, but did it help? Maybe a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Cause I don't know. I don't know, man. I guess not able to see shit or something. I have no idea. Even when I was just saying this shit, reading the stuff, I'm not feeling like as I'm not feeling like I was yesterday. I'm not feeling like I'm completely lost. Of course, I feel like I have some type of sanity in me. But I still definitely don't feel like I want to feel. You know what I'm saying? Like my mind is not clear. It is like very rare for my mind to ever be clear. It really sucks. That shit really sucks. But I really just said this stuff just to like really for me just to vent myself. I'm just gonna post it. You never know. Maybe someone else out there, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe like I perfectly described how they were feeling too, and that like who knows? This could be one that like people really like or some shit, bro. I don't know. But yeah, I hope y'all make sure y'all are taking care of yourselves, loving yourselves. Everything I just said, really do that, man. Really do that. Um, I don't really know when I'll be able to make another video, but I really don't. I really don't know what I'm gonna decide to do. But I'm not gonna stop this shit. I'm not. I just definitely need like some type of reconnaissance or some shit, bruh. But with that being said, sub if you're new, or watch the video, see if that's what you want to do. I would really appreciate that. Peace. I love y'all. Later, man. Have a great day.